Hello, Sophia? Are you there? I hope that you reply to me as soon as you can. I hope that you're all prepared for tomorrow. Time has flown by so fast already. Can't believe that day has almost arrived. My son's going to be bringing his partner over to visit us. It's going to be a very meaningful experience, I think.
Oh, hello there, Roger. It's really nice to hear from you. I was expecting to hear from you tonight. I'm also looking forward to meeting you tomorrow. It'll be fun.
Ah, yes. By the way, Sophia, I want to talk to you about something as well. I was talking to my son, and he had mentioned something about you that I hadn't heard before. I was just wondering what your home life is like at the moment. Is it true that you were mostly brought up by your father? Is that correct, or did my son not explain things properly?
Wait, what? You want to know what my life was like growing up? Well, yes, I guess I was brought up by my father. It's just been him for as long as I can remember.
Oh, okay. That's, interesting, I suppose. So I also want to know a bit more about your academic record. Did you do well in school? What were your grades like? I do really need to know these things about you because, well, shall we say it's a parent's duty to know about who my child is marrying? That makes sense, right?
Hang on. What? You really want to know about how I did in school? I don't really know what to tell you, but I suppose I technically left school early, but I have all the right qualifications.
Wait a minute there, Sophia. Is this really true? You actually left school early? Why would you do that? How did you graduate and leave early? Makes no sense.
Well, I'm now working for my dad. He runs his own store, and I felt bad not helping him out as much as I should have when I was at school. So I've been doing it now to make up for it.
Oh, I never expected that you'd do something like that. Why would you throw your life away like that? I guess you really are a piece of trash in our society then.
Hold on a minute, Roger. What did you just say to me just now? Are you referring to me as a piece of trash? What on earth for? Why would you say that?
How did my son not see you for what you truly are? It's like he was handed a defective product. But at least now he can send you back to where you come from.
Okay, what's with all the insults? It's not very nice of you to call me a defect, when I'm in fact not one at all. What do you mean by this anyways?
Don't you think it's only natural for me to call you that, Sophia? Being a high school dropout from a motherless family, it's a no-brainer that I called you a piece of trash. I really thought that since you earned a good income that you'd be in a better position in life than you already are, but you're not. Thought I would be able to tolerate you a little bit. But, just can't with you, you piece of trash. All you've done is burden society with your poor lifestyle, and done nothing worth contributing to the greater good. Why would my son go for a piece of trash that he found lying on the street? I thought that he was better than this. He's definitely out of your league, Sophia.
Okay, yes, there's a bit of truth to my situation. I'm not as well off, and I did leave school early, but I felt like I didn't have much of a choice because my father wasn't in a great position financially. But there are various circumstances that exist in my situation, and you shouldn't make any extreme assumptions about them, so please stop it. Could we still meet tomorrow, so that we can discuss this further? If you actually give me a chance to explain and also hear me out, maybe you'll understand more about me.
Ah, you gotta be kidding me, right? I'm not surprised that you're begging on your knees in order for me to listen to you. Your type are completely incomprehensible. You know that, right?
Excuse me? What on earth did you just say to me? Do you seriously think I'm some sort of beggar from off the street? Don't you know how rude it is to say things like that?
Well, in my opinion, I don't think it's rude at all, especially because I'm speaking the truth about you. You're just some hobo from the streets. Oh well, guess that can't be helped. You are the way you are. Got the guts to show up at my house tomorrow, then I dare you to stop by. But you need to make things clear, alright?
I understand. I'll explain things to you in plain and simple terms that you'll understand, Roger. I hope that you'll listen to what I've got to say tomorrow.
I can't believe what you're trying to do here. You understand what kind of position you put me in, Sophia? Look what you've done. You really think I'd actually approve a marriage between my son and some piece of trash who comes from a single-father family and dropped out of school? You made a huge mistake trying to flatter me and the rest of us elites. You do realize that you're never going to fit in here with us, right?
Excuse me? What do you mean by that, Roger? What's your problem? Like, seriously, what did I do wrong? How dare you hit people as soon as they enter your house like this? You basically kicked me out without even listening to me. Why would you do something like that for? This was your intention from the very beginning, wasn't it?
Well, of course I was, couldn't you tell? Some trashy woman tried to break into my house, so of course that's how I'm going to react. Don't you think it's only natural for me to feel that way and try to get rid of you as soon as possible? Don't you understand that, you stupid woman?
Wow. How dare you do this to me? This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. You're the lowest of the low that I've ever had to deal with, Roger. Not only did you do what you did to me, but you also beat up your own wife and son. Why would you do that? What did they ever do to you? Has it always been like this?
You do know that it's your fault for trying to interfere with my life and how I treat my family as a husband and a father. You've got no right telling me what to do in my own house, Sophia. At the time, I had no intention of hitting anyone other than you. You were being so interfering and annoying. I couldn't help it. I have no choice but to keep my family in line.
I see. So do you think that gives you the right to be physically violent to your family? Do you know how messed up that is? How dare you hurt your family like that? I guess now I understand why your son didn't want to invite me back to his parents' house. Because this is how you act when you think someone is below you in society. I understand now why this didn't work out in my favor, since no matter what, I would have been forced out by you and wouldn't have been able to fight back.
Yeah, and? I don't care for your winging and moaning, Sophia. That's what below people in society do. Don't think about coming back here again. You're the scum of society. Also, I'm breaking off the engagement between you and my son. There's no way this is going to work out for either of you. I'm just doing yourself a favor now before anything else happens. All I wanted was for you to be grateful that you could at least dream of a life of my son who was born into the elite society. You're gonna miss out on so much of this now. But just thinking about having an ugly woman like you in our family makes me shiver in disgust. There's no way a daughter raised by a single father is getting into this family. I'm not standing for this crap any longer. You're to leave my son alone so that he can find a better woman to find. Or actually, I might do it for him. Also, I might request to be compensated for wasting our time, okay?
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? You're going to try to make me pay for something that I didn't do? I should be the one suing you right now. I'm definitely going to be filing a damages report and possibly even throwing in an assault charge, so you better be prepared for that, Roger.
Oh, really? You think you can fight back? Well, I'll give it to you. Despite your lack of self-awareness, you look strong. If you think about submitting something like that, your life as a family is over, okay?
Huh? No, I don't get what you mean by that. How can my life be over by doing the right thing when I'm trying to give you the consequences of your actions?
Wow, the bottom-tier woman is such an idiot sometimes. Your thinking ability is on the same level as a little teeny-weeny insect. You're like a worm trying to crawl into something that's nothing of your business. You better watch out when it comes to what you say to me, little girl. I got more power than you think, and you'll get what's coming to you. I've got an acquaintance who is part of a gang.
Wait just a minute. Did you just more or less say that you've got some kind of hitman from a gang that does all of your dirty work for you?
So? That's why I can get away with so much nowadays. I've been involved in some underground business in the past. I'm quite high up in terms of my status. I'm still famous in the underground world.
What the heck is that all about? Why would you even tell me any of this when it's not even relevant to me? Must you seriously threaten me right now?
I'm just telling you in advance that if you do anything to upset me further, I'll call my friends. Then they'll take you high up in the mountains or to the sea. Wouldn't that be fun for you to experience, Sophia? If you don't want that to happen to you, you need to leave here. Go home and keep quiet about what happened here today. Keep your mouth shut or else you'll feel my wrath.
Are you kidding me right now, Roger? How dare you threaten my life when all I tried to do was stand up for your wife and son against you? You're the worst human being I've ever dealt with.
My son and wife are none of your business. Once we deal with you, we take you back to your wifeless father so he can see your busted face after being beaten by me. Along with that, I'll stick a note to your chest that you failed at becoming a fly on the wall in our family. You're such a little parasite, it's disgusting.
What kind of so-called elite person do you class yourself as anyways? This makes no sense. All you are is a criminal who deserves to be locked up. You know what? I'm going to call my father about what happened to me today. I'm also going to tell him about the conversation we just had too.
Huh? Wow, really? You're a brave little thing, aren't you? Go ahead and call him. There's nothing that either of you two can do about what I say or do. I'm unstoppable. Looks like this is all going to end miserably for you, you stupid little woman. Get out of my sight. You make me sick just looking at you. Goodbye, you low-life piece of garbage.
Sophia, please reply to me. I need to know what's going on right now. What the heck happened to you? Come out of your room and please talk to me. I thought that everything was going to be okay today. Didn't you go to say hello to your future in-laws today? You met them, right? What happened?
Yeah, I went to meet with them, but I was basically kicked out of the house once they found out that I was raised by a single father and that I dropped out of high school.
Excuse me? What did you just say? So you went all the way over there to talk to them and actually meet them in person, and they just kicked you out because of that?
They also called off the engagement between me and their son. I swear to God I did nothing wrong, but I absolutely don't want that kind of man to be my father-in-law.
Is this why you went running to your room when you got home? Is it because of that man that your face is all swollen? Did he hit you, Sophia?
Look, I really don't want to go into this at the moment. I'm just so upset and don't want to relive what he did to me. It's all over now, and I'm just glad I'm at home.
Sophia, you can't leave my questions unanswered. I'm really worried about you, and you're hardly saying anything. You need to tell me everything right now. This situation that you're in is no longer just your problem. Please tell me what's going on, okay? It's best to talk about these things out loud so we can solve any issues.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I'm still very hesitant to tell you, and I'm still very sore from what happened. I'll do my best to tell you about everything that happened. So, basically, I got to the house to introduce myself, and then all of a sudden, the father just jumped me and punched me in the face until it got all swollen like this. I can hardly see, and my lip and cheeks are so swollen. It's hard to move anything right now. He was also hitting his son and wife as well. I couldn't believe it.
Huh? Why on earth did he react to you like that for? Is it because he found out about you not completing school fully or something? Also, why was he beating up his own family?
He turned around and said that it was only natural for him to beat up someone who's failed themselves. What's so bad about not completing my high school education? I'm working now and have been for a long time, and we're both doing great. It doesn't make sense to me why he acted so horrible to me. It's way more strange to be a person who can hit people without any hesitation. His fist just came out of nowhere. He was very neutral and then just snapped.
Wow, this is very insane. I can't believe what happened to you, Sophia. How is there a father that exists like that in the world? He doesn't deserve to have a family. I really don't think that he's right up there in the brains of his either. It seems very strange how he's acting. Who in their right mind would hurt their own family or other people? Okay, Sophia, you're obviously injured really badly. You need to get over to the hospital right away. Also, you need to get a medical certificate to prove what happened to you.
No way. I can't go and do that at all. If I report what happened to me at the hospital or with any authority, he'll call his friends on me and I'll be in even bigger trouble.
Wait a minute, what? What do you mean by his friends? What friends are you talking about, Sophia? No one's going to hurt you. Go to the hospital, dear.
I can't just go to the hospital. He'll find out where I've been and then I'll be swimming with the fishes in no time. That man was a former gang member. I really don't know all the details, but I don't want to take the risk if he threatened me like that. I don't know what will happen to me if I aggravate him any more than I have. He can hit people with ease, and I don't want that happening to me again. Also, I don't want you getting any more involved in this. Dad, it's way too dangerous. If only you had your friends around to protect us, he would have no trouble beating up that man who punched me in the face. It would be cool to watch.
Okay, Sophia, we really need to do something about this. We can't just let him get away with him hurting you like this. What is this man's name, by the way?
Dad, do you really think that's a good idea? This could end terribly for us if we aren't careful about what we do. And his name is Roger King. Why?
Oh, is that so? This Roger needs to pay for what he's done to my daughter. He can't just throw his fist at anyone he wants. That's a crime, sweetie. We can't stay quiet. I'm never going to forgive this man for what he's done to you, sweetie. I'm going to make sure that he pays for this. He'll pay for the sins he's committed in this world, Sophia.
But I don't want this becoming a bigger deal than it already is, Dad. Especially if he's someone that has dealings with the gangs in town. But maybe if we're able to take him down when he least expects it, then maybe it's okay to do something. I don't want to have to rely on you to do the dirty work.
No, please don't worry about this. Everything is going to be fine. So of course I want to help you out, Sophia. There's nothing wrong with what we're going to do to this horrible man. Hello there. I hope that this is Roger King's number. I wanted to message to tell you for inviting my daughter over to your house to meet you yesterday. Hello again. This is Sophia's father. My name's Scott Graham. I think it was about time for me to introduce myself to you even though I can't meet face to face.
Wow, this is hilarious. You're the father and daughter who dropped out of high school? What a disappointment she is to your family society. What's up with you, huh? What's up with you messaging me? Do you want money or something? It's a shame your daughter didn't slam her way into my family.
Okay. If that's the way you're going to put it, so be it. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that. Unfortunately for you, the money's the least of my concerns, and you should feel the same too. You do realize that I'm not as depressed, and my bank isn't as empty as other poor people that you pick on in this town, okay? I'm not looking for a quick buck, Roger.
Huh? Really? I must be used to getting asked that question that you usually just mention at first. This is great for me. I don't have to donate to the poor. How useless of a parent are you if you can't even get your own daughter to complete her entire high school education, huh? She's a joke as a human being. It felt so nice to punch her ugly face in because it felt so satisfying to hit someone who's a failure to society. She's not just only ugly, though.
Wow, okay. Coming on strong, I see. Well, two can play at that game, I suppose. So I suppose you don't have anything to apologize for. You don't think this is your fault? Did you really just let this happen? Don't you think anyone is going to do anything about this? I suppose your family didn't say anything about it.
Well, of course not. My family backs everything I do for them, and they're very grateful for it. Thank you very much. I'm the one in the right. Your daughter needs to know that. It's important to follow the head of the family, okay? Shouldn't people like you be treating your children like how I do? You need to learn how to discipline.
Okay. Whatever you say there, Roger. Well, one thing is true about me. I'm sometimes very useless as a father, and I wish I was better at being a good dad for my daughter. But I've decided to help her today. I've decided on how to go about this, so I'm not going to forgive you for what you've done to my daughter. I'm not going to stand for this behavior from a grown man.
What did you just say to me, you little man? Did you really think I was going to apologize like this if you were going to say that? What a joke. Okay, you know what? I'll say sorry. I'm sorry that people who are no better than trash have to do nothing but beg from the elites for apologies.
Huh? Is that what you think I'm trying to do? Well, you're wrong. You know the company you work for. I'm glad to request a suspension on the business transactions.
Wait, just hold on a minute there. What? What's your name? Scott, right? What are you talking about exactly? What business transactions are you referring to?
Well, you work for a wholesaler, right, Roger? I found out about you as soon as I looked you up online, so my family has been running a high-class restaurant for generations now. Now I want to ask you a really important question, Roger. Have you got any idea what Harold's is? Does this name ring a bell to you?
Wait a minute. Isn't that one of the top 5 high-class restaurants in all of the United States? Why is that my company's business partner? What's that got to do with me?
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you right now, Roger. So how about you just listen to me, alright? My daughter Sophia and I are actually work for this restaurant. I was totally honest and open with the company president about what actually happened. I told him that I stopped doing business because of you. I was actually in total shock when I found out what happened to my daughter. I couldn't believe someone like you would do this to her when she's just an innocent woman.
The heck are you talking about, you stupid man? Are you trying to ruin my reputation with the company president? I haven't heard of any of this happening.
Oh, didn't you hear about it? Oh, what a shame. You must have been the one that kicked her out of the house before she could speak to you about her situation. I thought that maybe if I spoke to you about what's going to happen from now on, maybe you'll be as shocked as her when you punched her in the face. It seems that you decided to reveal your true self when you came face to face with her. How dare you do that to my daughter? You're going to regret this. I wouldn't even think about making me angry anymore because I'm fuming over this. You're not going to get out of this unscathed, Roger. Just remember that. The conversation we will probably spread not only to the company president, but also to various other companies so they know what you truly are. A monster. A restaurant that's been around for more than 100 years wants to keep on going. What you've done has made the leader of the board so furious.
Oh, wait, is this happening right now? Is it really you who's the leader of the board? There's no way I can believe something like that. It's not true, surely.
I'm just wondering about another thing. You've come over to the restaurant several times, haven't you, Roger? You really got no interest in the people running the store, do you? That's the extent of your respect to other human beings, isn't it? If that's the case, I'll take it on an apparent attitude as well to deal with you. So our company is built on a relationship of trust, Roger. No matter how coldly others treat you, we must be patient and take things as they come.
Wow, you really think you can scare me with this crap, Scott? You're delusional, I tell you. You do know I was planning to book the restaurant for a dinner with a customer the week after next, right?
Well, how are we supposed to know what you wanted to do, Roger? If you don't have a reservation with us yet, we're going to not accept them from you at all. You and everyone else that works for you and your company are hereby banned from coming to this restaurant to do any business.
Oh, just wait a minute. You can't just do that to me. Are you trying to invoke my entire company? Just because of one stupid prank I pulled on your little daughter?
Of course I am. There's a major trust issue between what you do and what we want to do as a business. Maybe you'll be hearing from the company president soon about it. Please, just wait for them to contact you so that this process is easier on both of us, alright? Please take your time and have a nice conversation. Well, what's going on right now? Are you both finished with your conversation or not? I'm sure that it was simple to understand, correct?
Well, apparently I'm going to be disciplined for what I did. Further treatment will be discussed on a different day. I don't understand.
Oh, really? Is that so? This is excellent. You're definitely going to have what's coming to you for what you've done to me. I'm so relieved to hear that.
But I don't get this. How can I be disciplined when what I did has nothing to do with my job? It should be someone else's problem, not mine.
Why, of course it should be your problem to bear, because you're the one who treated an employee badly in the first place, Roger. Don't you get that at all? Wow, you are dumb. You know, it looks like that swelling on my daughter's face isn't going to go down for a little while. You're pathetic for trying to leave a mark on a woman's face, Roger. Do you seriously think it's your God-given right to hit women whenever you like, Roger? Do you also hit your wife like this? This is disgusting.
What I do with my wife has got nothing to do with you or anyone else for that matter. It's none of your business, so you better watch what you say next.
As someone who once had a wife and now has a grown-up daughter, I can't ignore what a man does to another woman, Roger. I really can't help it, so let's talk about this. I'll tell you everything since you never gave my daughter a chance to speak to you. My daughter indeed dropped out of high school, yes. She was working full-time to help pay for things.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about right now? Why must I hear this stupid story about your daughter for? It's boring to hear about the lives of poor people.
I don't care what you say now, shut up. When my daughter was 17, my wife passed away unexpectedly. At the time, I had just taken over a restaurant. But of course, at the time I was super inexperienced and had no idea what I was getting myself into. Furthermore, I had become clinically depressed over my wife's passing. In order to support me, Sophia quit her job at the supermarket and helped run the restaurant with me. She continues to work there to this very day. She's a great kid.
Okay, I get what you're trying to do here. Just let me know how much you want and I'll give it to you. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it and make it up to you.
It's too little too late to say or even do anything now, Roger. I became a chef because I wanted to live a normal life with my wife, but of course all of that changed. I knew how to protect my daughter even more now that her mother is no longer with us on this earth. If there was someone who was going to hurt her, I should do my best to deal with the situation.
Huh? What do you mean deal with the situation? You need to speak clear about what you want right now. I can make it up somehow. I swear, I've got a lot of power.
Huh? You? Have power? Really? After this, I don't think you will anymore, Roger. But you were in the underground business, weren't you? You deal with gangs, don't you?
Wait, what on earth are you talking about right now, Scott? Just let me pay you for your daughter's medical bills or something, and we can forget this ever happened, alright?
I know that you used to be part of the gang. I heard that made you a pretty famous person. Doesn't mean you were part of the lowest of the low in society. You're acting like you're all high and mighty when you aren't, right? You don't really know about how to act a lead, do you, Roger? You're a complete fraud.
Well, that's absolutely not true. How dare you say something like that to me? I've got a lot of power and I'm elite. I swear. I'm not part of that world anymore. I was kidding.
Well, I did a bit of research on you, Roger. You're very good at lying, aren't you? The only information I've got about you in the underground world is that you try to steal the show. All that you ever did was sold dirty books to the gangs, and that's really it. You think you've got power over people, but you don't. You're fake, and you messed with the wrong people.
How dare you call me fake? You're gonna regret calling me that, Scott. You better watch your back. I'll call all my friends, and you'll be nothing but bones when they're finished with you.
Don't you dare threaten me or my family. You're finished, Roger King. There's nothing that you can do about it. You're going to pay for what you did to my daughter. You're going to have to prepare for my wrath. Don't even think you can get out of this one with your gang buddies. They're not here to help you anymore. You're not to come anywhere near me or my daughter ever again. You're going to pay for your violent ways. I hope in some way you get what's coming to you.
It was now the time to take down Roger King once and for all. Him and his wife successfully got a divorce without her getting another scratch on her. Sophia and Scott thought that things like compensation claims and injury case investigations would begin, but it seems like his wife didn't want Roger to become an ex-convict. Roger disappeared soon after everything was finalized. 2 days later, it was apparently common knowledge to everyone in town that Roger was picked up by the gangs and taken away to an undisclosed location. It's been a year since that happened now. Every month, envelopes containing cash are placed in the mailbox of Scott and Roger's wife's houses. The wife thinks that it's Roger as the writing on the envelope looks like it's his handwriting. It's now the only confirmation that he's still alive, but who knows for how long that'll last. It would have been fine if the police had taken care of everything from the beginning. The best thing to do is not get involved in the underground world. Scott was respected more by his daughter Sophia after he dealt with the situation, and they continue life as a close, loving family.
Sarah, I expect you at our house tomorrow for the marriage discussion.
This is rather sudden. What brought this on?
You're marrying my son James, aren't you? And yet we haven't had a proper formal meeting. As the Williams family head, I need to assess your suitability. My position demands certain standards be maintained.
I apologize for that. Work has been incredibly busy lately. I was planning to visit soon. But tomorrow is too sudden. Could we schedule it for another day?
Planning to visit soon? How vague. Do you have any idea who we are in this city? The Williams name carries weight, responsibility.
I understand your family's position, but I also have commitments that can't be suddenly rearranged. Would next weekend work better?
So this is how you handle important matters? By postponing them? Disgraceful! When I was your age, I was far more responsible. A woman who can't prioritize family matters is simply unacceptable. Unacceptable! What could be more important than meeting your future father-in-law?
With all due respect, my work responsibilities are also important. I'm not trying to avoid meeting you.
Your tone suggests otherwise. James never mentioned what you do. Something menial, I assume. How convenient that work prevents you from meeting us.
There's no need for that kind of attitude. I'm willing to adjust my schedule, but I'd appreciate some basic courtesy.
Courtesy? You dare lecture me about courtesy when you've been dating my son for months without a proper introduction? I had to hear about this relationship from others.
James and I were planning to tell you properly. We wanted to be sure about our relationship first.
As if my son could be uncertain about anything. I raised him to be decisive, unlike some people. Then prove it with actions. I have questions that need answering.
You clearly have strong opinions about me already. But if tomorrow is so important to you, I'll try to make it work.
Try? Either commit or don't waste my time. This wishy-washy attitude is exactly what I'm concerned about. James needs someone who understands our family's standards.
All right, I can adjust my schedule for tomorrow morning. I'll check with James. What time would you prefer?
9 a.m. sharp. I don't tolerate tardiness. And dress appropriately. This isn't some casual meeting.
I understand. I'll be there at 9 a.m.
Obviously. No more excuses. Just be here tomorrow, that's all. And Sarah, be prepared to explain yourself thoroughly.
So that just happened. James, are you free tomorrow? Your father is intense.
Oh, what did he say now? I just saw several missed calls from him. Did he contact you directly?
He's demanding a meeting tomorrow morning. Very adamant about it.
Dad's being his usual controlling self, isn't he? I'm so sorry, Sarah. I should have known he'd pull something like this.
That wasn't pleasant. He seemed quite angry that we hadn't met formally yet.
Well, can't deny that one. I really can't. I've been trying to protect you from this exact situation.
He made some comments about my work being menial. Should I be worried about tomorrow?
He's always like this, judgmental before knowing anything. After I marry you, I'm planning to cut ties with him. He's notorious around here, and honestly, I'm ashamed of him. But you, Sarah, you accepted me for who I am. You don't judge people by their background or status.
James, slow down. Let's not make hasty decisions. He's still your father, even if he's difficult.
You don't know what he's capable of, the way he treated my mother. You mean everything to me. What I'm trying to say is, you don't have to go to this meeting.
He's still the man who raised you, isn't he? He seems like someone who cares about formalities. I think refusing would make things worse. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if we handle this smoothly?
I don't want you exposed to his elitism. He can be cruel, Sarah, especially to people he thinks are beneath him.
Is that why you've been hesitant to tell him about me? About us?
Well, I didn't want him interfering. He has very specific ideas about who I should marry.
Maybe. Plus, you haven't told him about my work or education, have you? I noticed he seemed to assume quite a lot.
Dad either looks down on people or gets jealous. There's no in-between. He's especially controlling about my marriage, and I didn't want him interfering. The last girl I dated, he investigated her entire family, made her cry during dinner because she went to a state school.
That must have been awful for her. And for you, having to watch that.
It was. I broke things off after that. I couldn't subject anyone else to his behavior. Until I met you.
Then let's go tomorrow and help him understand how we feel. We can use this as a turning point. Maybe he'll surprise us.
You're always so optimistic, even after how rude he was to you just now.
I believe in giving people a chance. Besides, I can handle myself.
That's what I love about you, but please promise me something.
What is it?
If he crosses any lines tomorrow, we leave immediately, no discussions.
I promise. But let's try to stay positive.
Okay, if you're sure about this, I'll prepare myself too. Let's stay strong against Dad's attitude tomorrow. Yeah, I'll pick you up at 8:30.
Perfect. James?
Yeah?
Whatever happens tomorrow, we're in this together.
Always. I just wish...
What?
I wish I could give you the kind of family you deserve. A father-in-law who'd welcome you with open arms.
Hey, don't worry about that. I'm marrying you, not your father.
Still, there's so much I haven't told you about growing up with him.
We have time for all those stories. For now, let's focus on tomorrow. One step at a time, okay?
You're right. I should try to get some sleep. Tomorrow will be, interesting.
That's one way to put it. Good night, James. I love you.
Love you too. And Sarah, thank you for being so understanding. You're 2 minutes late. Punctuality reflects character.
Good morning, Mr. Williams. The traffic was heavier than expected.
Excuses. Always excuses with your type. Dad, please. We're here now. Yes, you are. Now, Sarah, let's discuss your background, your family, your education. What makes you think you're worthy of the Williams name? You fraud! Nobody below Harvard is even human! I won't let my son marry beneath him! To think you've been hiding this woman all this time! Did you think I wouldn't find out about her background? Dad, stop this! You're being completely unreasonable! Unreasonable? I'm being practical. Break up with this commoner immediately. Leave now before I hit you again. I may be the mayor, but...
Is violence your way of solving everything as mayor? Do you typically assault people who disagree with you?
How dare you question my methods? Not only did you strike me, but kicking James? That's completely unacceptable. I'm shocked you didn't even attend college. What were you thinking, James? You hit her first. She was just defending herself. I am the mayor. I represent this city and its people. My position demands certain standards that she clearly doesn't meet.
Being mayor doesn't give you the right to assault people. Your position should mean more responsibility, not less.
My son, who inherited my genes, graduated from Harvard and worked at a top firm. Naturally, his partner should be of equal caliber. James should... He deserves someone from our circle. I don't want someone from our circle. I want Sarah.
It's James's choice, and he chose me. Are you going to trample on your son's wishes? Is that what a good father does?
So the poor are poor even in their thinking. You can't possibly understand our world.
Excuse me? Your world seems very small indeed.
Listen, I've sworn to bring reform to this city, a society based on academic excellence, academic elitism. Don't you understand? This is bigger than just you or James. Your reforms are destroying children's lives, just like you tried to destroy mine. Judging people by their educational background has always been right. All this nonsense about diversity and accommodating minorities is ridiculous. That's why our society has gone soft.
Is that what you really believe? That human worth is measured only by degrees?
That's exactly why I'm starting something new in this city. A system that rewards excellence, not mediocrity like you. Sarah is brilliant, more accomplished than you'll ever be. And my son's wife won't be someone without proper credentials. That's why I hit you.
I don't accept this. Judging people solely by their credentials? You don't even know me.
I know enough. Your type always tries to marry up.
I got a medical report from the hospital. I could file charges if I wanted to. You should know. I have plenty of connections. Brilliant lawyers, police contacts. I have the networks. Are you trying to...
Stop me? You think your threats scare me? I'm untouchable in this city. Well, you'll be the only one looking foolish here. If you're so desperate to join our family, how much can you offer? Everything has a price.
You're asking for money? Are you trying to buy me off?
Of course, a capable person should be able to earn easily. How about $1 million? That's the price of joining our family. Surely someone of your background could use that much. This is disgusting! You're trying to bribe her to leave?
You probably don't know this, but I'm a professor at MIT. Even knowing that, you still call me common and demand money? Do you have any idea how absurd you sound?
What? Professor? Don't be absurd! You're lying! Impossible!
As an engineer, through various developments, I received an offer. That's actually how I met James. Your son recognized my worth without needing to know my credentials.
You expect me to believe that? Well then, prove it! Show me evidence!
I have my MIT ID card. I'll send you a photo. Judge for yourself. Would you like me to include today's newspaper too?
She's telling the truth, Dad. Sarah is brilliant. Everyone knows it. Except you, apparently. This better not be fake. I'll have it verified.
I wouldn't do that. If you're that suspicious, feel free to contact MIT directly. I'm sure they'd be interested to hear about a mayor assaulting one of their faculty.
How dare you act so high and mighty? You must have used backdoor connections. A high school graduate becoming a professor? Unheard of. What did you do? Who did you know?
You're right that normally a PhD is required. However, in some cases, the university might make exceptions based on experience and recommendations.
She earned it, Dad, through hard work and innovation, everything you claim to value. You expect me to believe you're that special? That the rules don't apply to you?
In my case, it was thanks to various connections and my work. But honestly, judging someone solely by their academic background is wrong. By the way, I heard about your new ordinance. The Elite Education Act, was it? Making middle school students study 5 hours daily? Claiming children without that have no future? It caused quite a storm on social media.
Like I care about the outcry from those beneath us. Only third-rate minds let themselves be swayed by the masses. Once the results come in, everyone will see I was right. People who refuse to work hard deserve to be excluded.
That's quite an outdated perspective. I'm actually surprised the city council passed such an ordinance. Did you consider the impact on working families?
So you won't support my vision then? I've heard there's even AI now questioning my perfect theory and this ridiculous open education platform nonsense. Professor or not, I don't care. Don't get in my way. I don't have time to deal with exceptions like you.
So you're not going to apologize for the assault? For the insults?
For what? Obviously not. I'll find James a wife worthy of being my son's partner. You're out of the question. Get out! And James will discuss your poor judgment later. There's nothing to discuss. We're leaving together. And Dad, don't contact either of us again. Sarah, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? We should get that bruise looked at.
I'm fine, James. But now I understand why you wanted to protect me from him.
I never thought he'd actually... I should have warned you better.
No one expects their future father-in-law to resort to violence. But I'm more worried about you.
About me?
Growing up with that? It must have been horrible. We should document everything while it's fresh, just in case.
You're thinking ahead even now. This is why I love you.
Let's go to the hospital first. Then we can decide our next steps together.
James, good news! I've found several suitable candidates for your wife, all from excellent families. Harvard, Yale, Princeton. Their fathers are all prominent figures in society. I've arranged meetings with 3 of them. The Chen family's daughter graduated summa cum laude. See, following my guidance is always best. Dad, stop this. The Blackwell girl's father is a federal judge, much more suitable than that woman. Her name is Sarah. Why don't you dump that woman and come back home? I've prepared everything. Your old room is exactly as you left it. Dad, I'm cutting ties with you. This ends now. What? You can't be serious. I won't be coming back. Not ever. What are you saying? Are you still upset about being kicked? That was because you were being foolish. This is all your fault. If you had just introduced her properly... My fault? That you assaulted my fiancé? She provoked me, flaunting her supposed achievements. Who's really being foolish here? You even raised your hand against my partner. Do you know she still has nightmares about that day? She's exaggerating. I barely touched her. Sarah and I had already discussed limiting contact with you depending on how this went, but you exceeded even my worst expectations. I'm deeply disappointed it came to this, but you left us no choice. Don't apologize, James. At least you must remain correct. A true Williams never admits defeat. Why? Because I was your first test subject for the Elite Education Act? Your guinea pig? Don't phrase it so crudely. Everything I did was for your future. But it's true, isn't it? Yes, thanks to you, I got into a good university. But at what cost? Cost? What cost? You had everything! Going to prep school every day since elementary. No sports allowed, no field trips, no school festivals. They were all wasted time. I don't have a single memory of enjoying school. Do you know what that does to a child? Of course, school is for learning, not playing. Your upbringing was the correct way. Look how successful you are now. I was miserable every single day. Miserable with all those opportunities, you ungrateful child. I disagree. There are things you can only learn through human interaction and accomplishment. It was painful, Dad. That's why I moved out, using work as an excuse. You moved out to focus on your career. That's what we agreed. Being forced to study only leads to mediocrity. I never enjoyed learning until I met Sarah. What has she done to you, poisoning your mind with her common ideas? When I told Sarah about all this, she suggested we redo those experiences I missed. She took me to her old school's festival, let me participate in her niece's sports day. For the first time in my life, I felt free. It was incredibly fun. That's what education should be. What? You've been wasting time on such nonsense after graduation? Playing like a child? I didn't just teach you about studying. I taught you to dedicate most of your life to self-improvement. Have you forgotten that? No, I haven't forgotten. I remember every minute of it. Every tutor, every practice test, every punishment. Yes, you have. They say children who leave their parents never amount to anything. How true. You're becoming soft like them. I only allowed it because your mother insisted. And now look, this open education platform nonsense is spreading through society, corrupting everything I built. Sarah created that, and I'm proud to be part of it. What? What did you say? You know that free online education platform everyone's talking about? The one where anyone can learn? Sarah proposed it after hearing about my painful experiences. It lets everyone learn at their own pace, enjoyably. No pressure, no violence, no shame. That's what got her recognized as an engineer. That's why MIT wanted her. This is ridiculous. Every reporter talks about that platform when discussing education. They're even using it to criticize the ordinance I worked so hard to create, my perfect system. That's why I'm not getting the recognition I deserve. And you, of all people, you helped her do this? I chose the person I love, and I fully support Sarah's vision. So let me be clear, Dad. You're wrong. You've always been wrong. How far will you go to mock me after everything I sacrificed for you? Actually, since I'm involved in the business, I know the statistics. Over half the kids in this city use our service. Moreover, more than 90% report improved grades. And you know what else? They're happy. And the average daily use is just 1 hour. The data shows there's no need for 5 hours of studying. Quality over quantity, Dad. What? Are you saying I'm wrong? That my methods were... We also did a survey. Hardly anyone follows your 5-hour study ordinance. Thanks to Sarah, I've been able to prove you wrong. I'll be announcing this data publicly soon as the company's CEO. CEO? You left your prestigious position for this? Yeah, after Sarah became a professor, she let others run the company. With their recommendation, I quit my corporate job to become CEO. From now on, I'll use my past experiences to spread a new approach to education to make sure no other child suffers like I did. Why? What was all my effort for then? I worked myself to the bone to get into Harvard, fought my way up to become mayor, created the perfect system. Everyone should follow my example. It's the only way to succeed. That kind of narrow-minded thinking is the problem. I won't forgive you for hurting Sarah. Your position as mayor won't last long. Please face reality. No, I can't go back to being nothing. You can't do this to me. Please, James, don't do anything to bring me down. You're carrying my hopes and dreams, everything I ever wanted. I'm not your tool. I'm only grateful for one thing, all the studying you made me do. It helped me understand how broken the system is. That's it. Goodbye, Dad. And make sure you apologize to Mom someday for making her run away. She was right about you all along. James! James, wait! You can't just...
Can I help you? This is an unexpected call.
Sarah! Yes, it's me. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
It's been a while, Richard. What do you need? I heard you were forced to resign as mayor after the recall petition. We haven't spoken since that marriage meeting.
Yes, that's right. The recall, it wasn't fair. But that's not why I'm calling.
Then why are you calling? It's been almost a year since you assaulted me.
I truly regret what happened then. Thank you for settling out of court. I'm genuinely grateful. You could have ruined me completely.
Is that all? Or are you trying to contact James since he's blocked your calls? Or perhaps you want to discuss my recently announced new educational program, the one that's replacing your Elite Education Act?
No, I can see how hard you both are working. I'm not here to criticize that. Times change, after all.
That's new. You admitting things can change. So what brought this on?
Well, you see, life has become quite difficult.
Are you having money troubles? Is that it? I noticed your house is up for sale.
Well, I am broke, if you must know. The legal fees, the settlement, and no one will hire a disgraced mayor.
So what is it you want? Money? A job? Why come to me?
Well, I've become quite infamous. Life has become difficult. Since my forced resignation, all my friends and allies have abandoned me. Even when I apologized to my wife, she said she never wants to see me again. I'm lonely. The silence is deafening.
That must be hard, being alone with your thoughts.
I've had time to reflect about my actions, my beliefs. Perhaps I was too rigid.
Perhaps? You drove your wife away, alienated your son, assaulted me, and that's just what I know about.
Yes, I know. That's why I'm here. I want to make amends.
I see.
You two must be thinking about having children soon. With both of you working, you'll need help. What do you say? Why don't we all live together? I could help with the grandchildren.
I see. If you're feeling lonely, remember, you created this situation yourself, every step of the way.
What did you say? How dare you, after I humbled myself to come here?
There it is, the real Richard Williams, still feeling entitled after everything.
Why? I'm James' father. We're blood relatives. If your father was so great, why won't you give me a chance? Don't you believe in second chances? Your education platform is all about that.
My father was a factory foreman who worked in a small manufacturing plant. Despite being poor, he worked hard to support us and make us happy. He taught me that true education starts with kindness. Now, it's my turn to make my new family happy. And Richard, you're not welcome in it.
You're still holding that grudge after all this time? I lost everything because of you.
Put your hand on your heart and think carefully about everything you've done, about who really caused your downfall.
I've lost my position as mayor and realized my mistakes. I'll admit it. You were right. I regret my actions. Could you give me another chance? I have nowhere else to go.
That sounds rehearsed, Richard, like you're reading from a script.
No, I mean it. I've changed.
I see. Then I'll answer you the same way you once answered me. Let's test how much you've changed.
You will? You'll help me?
How much can you offer? $1 million should do it. That was the price of family membership, wasn't it?
You're asking for money, but you know I'm broke. This is cruel.
Isn't that what you said back then? That joining your family required appropriate compensation? That everything has a price?
I was just getting carried away when I said that. You can't hold that against me now.
Have you ever apologized to James? If you had called today to apologize to him, I might have considered it, but you're still only thinking about yourself. About what you need, what you want.
James won't even talk to me. How can I apologize?
We can't entrust our child to someone like you. Please, live your life as you see fit, and don't worry about us. We're doing fine without you.
Wait! Give me another chance. This time I'll do it right. I swear I'll follow the right path. I'll do anything.
I'm sorry. I can't save you. As you said, people from poor backgrounds have poor minds and no capacity for generosity. Your words, remember? Goodbye.
Wait! Please! You can't do this to me! I'm family! Hey, damn it! Answer me! Sarah, are you okay? I saw Dad tried to contact you.
I'm fine. He hasn't changed at all. Still thinking only of himself.
What did he want?
To live with us. Help with our future children.
You're kidding. After everything he did.
He's lost everything, James, but he still can't admit his real mistakes.
Did he even apologize for hitting you?
No, he just wanted a way back in. I'm sorry if I was harsh with him.
Don't apologize. You did the right thing. We need to protect our future family from him.
I know, but it's still sad, isn't it? That he can't change.
Yes, it is. But we have each other. That's what matters now. Hey, Sarah, did you see the news? The breaking news alert just came in.
No, what happened? Is everything okay?
Yes, breaking and entering plus assault.
The suspect was the former mayor, your father, right? He attacked a security guard.
What? Where?
That apartment complex. Wasn't that where we used to live? Before we moved?
Yes, the Highland Apartments. He must have been looking for us.
He must have gone to our old address that he knew about. Good thing we never told him where we moved to. You were right, James.
I know my father's behavior patterns pretty well. When he can't control something, he tries to take it by force.
The article says he was demanding to know our new address. When the guard wouldn't tell him,
He snapped, just like with you.
the guard is okay though, just minor injuries. They've taken your father into custody.
I won't let him destroy this safe space I've protected. Never again.
Are you okay? This must be hard to process.
Actually, I feel relieved, like a weight has been lifted. Sarah, at first it was just a business. Who would have thought it would lead to this? That night changed everything.
Thanks to you getting drunk at that business dinner. You were so cute, talking about educational reform.
Please don't bring that up, it's embarrassing. I still can't believe I cried about my childhood on our first real conversation.
It was honest, real. That's why I fell for you. But, you know, when I heard about how you suffered growing up in such an opposite environment from mine, I wanted to create a future where people could freely choose their path regardless of their circumstances. The education platform was one step toward that. As an educator, I'll keep working hard. You will spread the message your own way. This isn't just for our dreams anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly why. We need to keep pushing forward for all the kids out there.
You have really helped me stay strong through everything. And I'm here because of you too.
We make an unstoppable team. The platform's success proves it.
Of course, let's be the strongest power couple ever. Speaking of which, I have some news.
News? Good news?
Remember that meeting last week? The one I couldn't tell you about?
Yes, the mysterious video call.
The National Education Board wants to implement our platform nationwide. They're impressed with the results.
Sarah, that's amazing!
There's more. They want you to speak at the annual conference about your experiences, about how education can be different.
I don't know what to say. Are you sure I'm ready?
You're more than ready. Your story needs to be heard.
Will you help me prepare? I want to do this right.
Of course, always. The news about your father has finally died down. The media cycle has moved on.
Good. Did you see the latest delivery confirmation?
To his house? Yes, at least we know he's eating.
I still can't believe Mom reached out after all these years.
She saw the news too. She's worried about you.
She gave us her blessing for the wedding. That means everything.
She's coming to the ceremony. Did I tell you? She wants to help with the planning.
Really? That's wonderful.
Your mother has good taste, and she's so kind. Nothing like.
I know. I wish I had chosen her side back then.
You were a child. You didn't have a choice. But now, we can make better choices.
For our future. For our family.
Speaking of family, the doctor confirmed it today.
Confirmed? Wait! Are you?
Yes, we're going to have a baby.
Sarah! I love you so much. Both of you.
We'll do things differently. No pressure, just love and support.
Our child will never know the pain I knew. They'll be free to choose their own path.
With two parents who understand the value of true education, of happiness, of freedom.
When should we announce it? After the conference?
Yes, perfect timing. A new generation, a new approach to learning.
Sarah, thank you for everything.
For what? Being your business contact? Getting drunk with you? Creating an education platform?
For showing me what family should be, what love should be, what education should be.
Always. Now, about your speech. Ready to practice?
With you, I'm ready for anything.
After Richard's arrest for breaking and entering made headlines, the controversy reignited. The story was picked up by national media, and social media exploded with discussion that shows no signs of dying down. Richard hasn't left his house since, though delivery confirmations show he's still alive. Meanwhile, I recently got in touch with James's mom, who fled from her husband after James started working. She's given us her blessing for our marriage. Having both grown up in complicated families, we are determined to create a brighter future. That's why James and I continue working hard each day, each in our own way.